Realtors and lenders, let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you've been going backwards for a while now? Yeah, you're not alone. But what if I told you you've been on the right track this entire time? Let me explain. But Ryan, how in the hell can I be on the right track when I've been going backwards? I mean, my volume's down, my income's down, my bank account's down, my energy's down. How can I be on the right track? Great question. For the answer, let's throw to a quick TED Talk from Allison Levine. She led the first American Women's Everest expedition. We're going to show you just a minute of this for context.
The first thing I have to point out is that the route up Mount Everest is far from straightforward. You actually don't just climb from base camp to camp 1 to camp 2. It's not nearly that easy. You're going to spend about 10 days just hiking into base camp. Base camp is over 17,000 feet. And then you have to spend a few days at base camp getting used to the altitude. Now, once you spend a few nights at base camp, then you can climb up here to camp 1. And you spend the night here at camp 1, and then the next day, you come back down here to base camp again. You're going to spend a few nights at base camp again. Next day, you climb up here to camp 1 and spend the night. Next day, you climb up here to camp 2 and you spend the night at camp 2. And then the next day, come all the way back down to base camp. Spend a few nights at base camp again. Climb up to camp 1 the next day, spend the night. Next day, you're going to climb up here to camp 2, spend the night. Next day, you're going to spend about 9 or 10 hours fighting your way up to camp 3. You spend the night at camp 3. It's almost 24,000 feet. And the next day, guess where you go?
This is a great TED Talk, especially if you apply this to what our industry has just faced and is still facing. The full link will be below, but think about how psychologically challenging it must be to be climbing in the wrong direction when your goal is to go up Mount Everest. I mean, you're literally going the wrong way. And not just for a day. It takes on average 64 days to climb Everest. And sometimes much, much longer, even up to 3 months, but you're constantly climbing up just to go back down, up and then back down, 2 steps forward and 10 steps back. You're supposed to be going up, but you're spending a lot of time going the wrong direction. Sound familiar? Yeah, it does. But what you have to remember is even though you're completely going backwards, you're still making progress. For some reason, we always think progress always has to occur in one particular direction, but that's just not the case. Sometimes you do have to go backwards in order to eventually get back to where you want to be. And the craziest part is that's exactly what's supposed to happen. It doesn't feel like you're on the right path, but you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And yes, we have to be mentally strong, extremely mentally strong, and exude a ton of grit to stay committed and stay focused while seemingly going backwards, but we're exactly where we're supposed to be, perfectly on the right path. Lenders and realtors, this is such a great lesson for us. So many great takeaways if you watch the full 20-minute TED Talk. But again, sometimes you do have to go backwards in order to eventually get back to where you want to be. I bet 2 months on Everest feels a lot like the last 2 years of what we all just faced. But then again, that's exactly what it takes to summit Everest. And this is exactly what it takes to survive and thrive in this market. Go share this with a teammate that may need to hear this today. And I need to give credit where credit is due. I just met CEO David Nyland at a recent MBA event, and he shared this TED Talk with me, and I appreciate it so much. Team, that's another great takeaway. Get out and network. Meet new people. It seems to be a lost art, but I find so much value in it, and I just met a new friend and colleague because of it. See you guys next week.